Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable.
And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They'll run the counter. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep moving. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive, he just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the move, it's Tanner. Into the spin cycle and forward. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dances away to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. We saw it right there.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. The Gators get it past the sticks. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10.
It's simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gator.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a...
And he breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Power football with the run.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
A little release to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whitaker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wolf. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
To the air, it's Leon. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Corners are walked up tight. Oh, it's a reverse.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The sure hands, it's Wolf. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option, and everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
Dances away. At the 40, there he goes. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block, it's Tanner. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can put touch football on the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, and Jesse, they had to punt it.
Yeah. They're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the...
Picked off. Bringing it back. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his...
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll throw it on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Gators are in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Leon. They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's...
Can anyone catch him? Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gator! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy receiver.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Tanner. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move at the 30. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage.
Open runway ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the first down completion, it's second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple after getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and he ruins the big Gator with a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do once you get settled.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Gators sending the offense back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It'll be a draw. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're trying to get to him. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
He couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Gators are rolling down the field.
Here we go.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Leon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Right on target this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield is Leon. Wide open downfield. And they make the tackle now before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The aerial assault continues. Steps away to find some room. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Back to throw, it's Leon. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Trying play action. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Get set. Roll it, low.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting.
He's looking deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Let's go! Hustle! Flip! Ready.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get...
Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And here comes the offense on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wants to throw. It's Leon. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Buys a little extra time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Slips a tackle. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Roadrunners are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nowhere to go on that one, right? It's 3rd down, and you're trying to create something positive with your quarterback. He's athletic. Maybe he can make a guy miss. Maybe he can spring it. But this defense just not having it. They are locked in. They know how critical these 3rd downs are in this game. And to their entire season, they're playing really good football in this critical down and distances.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. And the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
again on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Leon. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They want to throw it. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. To the air, it's Leon. Pocket starts to collapse. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Leon. Quickly to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. He'll bring it back. It's Tanner. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But
just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down. And he slides in safely. The Gators want to move quickly. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they swarm him under.
I do like the play call offensively here in a 2-point situation. Trust your quarterback to get it in, but this defense does such a good job rallying to the football, and they come away with no points on the 2-point attempt.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field.